Hello, ONPASSIVians. Good evening, and welcome to edition number 102 of Weekly Chat with Engineer Mike OJONGTAMBIA. Today, our topic is how revolutionary is unpassive. How revolutionary is unpassive. To let you know, like unpassive has its own terminologies. Our CEO has his own terminologies, his own technologies and all of that. It needs people who can be able to understand these terminologies and technologies to be explaining it to other people or other viewers, other founders, and other users that will come to our ecosystem so that they might understand the fundamentals of our business. Now, like we say, unpassive is a whole mystery on its own, right? So we have so many terminologies, we have so many technologies, and we have so many processes that are involved in this big, gigantic ecosystem, which our CEO, Mr. Aj Mufare, has given to us to play with it. Now, playing with it is another thing. Learning it is another one. Understanding the concepts is another one because remember, if you don't understand this concept, you will not ever know what the business is all about, right? You will not also know what to tell people who wants to join the business because basically this is a very different kind of concept, revolutionary, that has never been in the universe for this a very long while. So bringing it into this universe in this moment, okay, is revolutionary because it is changing the way the old traditional businesses were being done, right? So unpassive is bringing something different. Unpassive is bringing a new revolution. It's bringing a hybrid and a clean, very clean ecosystem, very clean environment, very genuine, okay, and very user-friendly platform into the universe, which is very revolutionary. So today, with me on the panel, I have my sister, Lisa Twag from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I also have Dr. Benny Blessing Tinglet from Chebiches, Maryland, USA, and myself. We will be breaking some of these revolutionary aspects of unpassive so that we can basically understand more about our business because unpassive is our business. We should take it as that and we run with it. Okay. Now, our moderator for tonight will be our sister Lister, as she will give her own points and definitely um okay. Good evening, everybody. Again, once more. Our other moderator has just come in. It's Mama Debbie McCormick. She is right here. Mama Debbie, welcome. I'm handing everything back over to you. If you are ready, or if I can continue till you get ready. Are you ready?
I don't know where you were before I joined.
Yes, I was just doing an introduction and introducing our topic. Then I said we will go from there. And I was about handing it to Lister. Then I saw you pop in. So I am handing it up but back to you. So we're still on the topic. I just gave an introduction of the topic and the panelists for tonight before you came in.
All right. Thank you so much, Engineer Mike. I just got off from appreciate you very much. I I have to apologize. We'll talk about it afterwards. But thank you so much. It's such an honor and a huge privilege to see each and everyone with us today. And I'm seeing Queen Sister Lystra and Queen Dr. Benny and our able brother, Engineer Mike. Anyone else? Because I just came in, so I have to apologize. If I'm missing anyone, please let me know. My computer has been driving me crazy, and I just had an accident. I broke 2 glasses in the process of trying to get to this. So thank you all so much. We're so honored to have you. This is 102, topic 102. Wow. Let me ask each and every one of us who is here on the YouTube channel watching us or will be watching us live or on Facebook. You know what it means being a revolutionary, right? I think you do. There's no need going through that. And if you know what it is being a revolutionary, you know some of the people who have rebelled against things and want to do things out of the norm. Something that has never been seen, something that will be remembered in our human life. This is where we are on Passive. It is something that has never been done and will never be there. But we have amazing people in our panel here that will dissect it bit by bit and let us understand what unpassive means by being what unpassive is when we are saying revolutionary. Because we started this 5 years ago, and where we are right now, a lot of companies have never ever attempted that. So we call on our viewers, our listeners, kindly put your comments in the chat so we can share with everyone else globally. And at this point, I will say, Queen Sister Lystra, I know you were going to say something in the beginning before my computer decided to say thank you. Please join the group. And your beautiful smile. Go ahead and
Thank
share
you
us with
so
you.
much, Sis Debbie. Okay, so why is unpassive, or how do we think, how revolutionary is unpassive, I should say? Well, I believe because of all the smart tools / products of unpassive, because of what we have, what we're using, they are all high tech, right? High tech. So it takes away the need of doing things manually for any marketing activity, which sets the business on autopilot mode. For instance, the trim URL link shortener shortens long, ugly links, making them neat and easily shareable, which is a game changer for OnPassive. OnPassive offers digital marketing tools and services. For example, domain name registration, web hosting, video email, VPN, email marketing, IP tracker, targeted and mass marketing campaigns, website builder, video marketing, and so much more. OnPassive will take care of all your business and personal needs through its smart and advanced automation tools. This company called OnPassive will bring in new revolution AI for all businesses and organizations. Needless to say, ONPASSIVE is the smart way to run your business in today's competitive world. Your online experience will be one to behold. So I say to you, come on in and use our 3 free products. Then you can also use our OConnect for a 14-day free trial. OConnect is an audio video conferencing tool for all your business or even personal needs. You can have parties or whatever on that. Okay, the features on in OConnect is extraordinary. Another product or tracker, and I'm saying all of this to get to my point, okay? Or tracker, which is a one-of-a-kind location awareness and IP address tracker module that detects country, language, time zone, and currency by tracking the user's IP address. You can also try this out on a 7-day trial, free trial. Why not when it can make your life easier as you run the business you're in? Think about it. The features are exceptional. There's Verify, a product that will enable precise and accurate KYC, which we all know is know your customer. So it will enable precise and accurate verification of a customer or subscriber. You can navigate the global market with confidence. And there's also a 7-day trial with this product as well. So, because ONPASSIVE is so involved with AI products, it makes the company top notch in being a revolutionary company. Also, because of our revolution, any company, anyway, ONPASSIVE is the future of the internet. So all who haven't registered, if you're out there, if you're in the chat or if you're listening, if you haven't registered to be in this fantastic company, please don't miss out on making a better, easier experience for your life now and for the future. There's so much more included in all of this that makes this company revolutionary. That is a tongue-tying word, I can tell you guys. But anyway, I will leave some for someone else to say. I just want to take the time as I close to give my thanks to our CEO, Ash Mafara, and his very hardworking teams and staff. They are all the backbone of ONPASSIVE. They work tirelessly, and I want to always thank them and say how much they are appreciated. I also want to thank Mike OJONGTAMBIA, our very capable leader who brings us here twice a week and brings these amazing topics for us to share with everyone here. Thank you, Mike. And I will now close and give it back to Sister Debbie. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sister Listra. Thank you. And I appreciate you. Wow, this is an amazing panel and an amazing platform. Thank you, Brother Engineer Mike, because whether one person is there or not, when there's a will, there's a way, right? Whether one person shows up or not, we'll always get the car to move. You can have 10 drivers for one vehicle. You do not necessarily have to have the same person driving the car every day. Even if that person is sick, we find another driver for the vehicle. This is good. This is outstanding. And the fact that you can multitask and be anywhere and be anything and everybody, this is that platform. Thank you, Sister Listra. Thank you. And I thank God for the energy and the strength that He's given us to be able to be here and do this. And Sister Listra, you rightfully said it. Our brother is constantly sending us to school to learn new things, whether we like it or not. We are students learning on, we learn bi-weekly for this program. On Journey 101, when we had episode 101, it was something different. And today, the revolutionary aspect of it is just outstanding. So thanks again, Engineer Mike, for sending us back to school. I don't know what class we are in, whether we're in infants 1 or class 2 or standard 1 or kindergarten. I don't know. I'll leave it up to the teachers. You're the one who is teaching me and said, and we're your students. So I'll just leave it there. Sister Listra, you rightfully said it. Those 3 free products, O Meal, O Knit, O Trim, I tell you, they are so unique. And one that I have been using and I'm looking forward to getting O Domain so I can use it regularly is O Trim, because for my non-for-profit, I have a lengthy link that I share with donors, and they keep complaining, how else can they make it easier? Because one told me, oh, it didn't go through because they missed one thing in the process. So the revolutionary aspect of this is once you trim your link, it will always remain with you. And it is free. It is free as long as you subscribe to O Connect. Isn't that amazing? That's why we switched to O Connect to benefit from this global monster, which we are so blessed to be part of. So thank you, Sister Listra. Very much appreciated. I'm going to call on our sister, Queen Kanla. Please, I see you in the house. You're most welcome. Let me clap for you. Unmute yourself and take the stage.
Thank you so much, Queen Sister Debbie. Greetings, ambassadors. Greetings, greetings, greetings from wherever you're joining us. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you tonight and to be able to share with you my own insight of how revolutionary is ONPASSIVE. But I can't begin without thanking our King, Engineer Mike. Thank you. We appreciate you for all you do. We appreciate you for this platform. You make it possible for us to be here. You make it possible for us to be able to share with everyone. And for that, we sincerely say thank you. Thank you also our moderator, and thank you to all our panelists. I would like to begin my own sharing of how revolutionary is ONPASSIVE is by telling you a story. And I will want to make it a little more personal, the story of a man called Mr. Ash Mofare, our revolutionary, CEO, visionary, who was sent to us by God, who was sent to us for a purpose, who was sent to us on a mission. He is on a mission to change the world, a mission to transform lives, a mission to change the corruption that is happening all across the globe. He is on a mission that no one else could have been bestowed. I know sometimes I keep asking how God works, but he works in his own ways. And like he says, my ways are not your ways. And we never know who he chooses to fulfill his purpose for us. And that is, in my own little way, my own story, how I see our CEO, Mr. Ash. He, his family, his wife were destined for this, I believe. And we can say it because the transformation, the power with which God is paving the way for him to be able to achieve this vision among us. No other human can do it, being only human. That is his story. And he is doing it together with us, the tech team, and all the global ambassadors of ONPASSIVE. We are a part of this. We have joined him to be able to fulfill this vision, his story here on earth. But at the same time, we are writing our own story. All over the globe, we are all one people, one love, with one mission, ONPASSIVE, to change the world. That is revolutionary. There is power. That name alone, ONPASSIVE, is power. That name alone, ONPASSIVE, is transformational. That name alone, ONPASSIVE, is being used on the kitchen tables around the globe. That is revolutionary. And generations to come, our children, our families, our friends, they will get to know ONPASSIVE. Thanks to Mr. Ash's vision. Thanks to Mr. Ash's purpose. And we are a part of it. That is revolutionary on a personal level and on the global level. The people that make up ONPASSIVE, we don't get to see that in any other corporate world. There is love, there is union, there is friendship, there is family, there is teamwork, there is a spirit of success. There is a spirit of I am your brother's keeper. No one is left behind. We don't get to see this value somewhere else. That is what makes ONPASSIVE unique. That is what makes ONPASSIVE different. Because it is changing lives. It is changing people. It is changing mindsets. It is changing the way we do things. The culture of ONPASSIVE is revolutionary. It is not about the color of your skin. It is not about the language that you speak. It is not about where you hail from. It is not about the career or your profession. It is about the vision and mission of ONPASSIVE, which is to change humanity, make our lives better using ONPASSIVE products and services. ONPASSIVE is equally revolutionary that it has been brought to us where we are in our homes, and not wait for us to go and look for it or for us to go and search for it. ONPASSIVE has met us where we are. It's not about your level of education. It is about the effort. It is about the interest. It is about if you are willing to change, if you are willing to make your life better, if you are willing to succeed, then you can succeed with ONPASSIVE. Because the culture, the people, the vision, the mission, it's about us changing our lives, changing our families, success, financial freedom, financial independence, as we become affiliates and users, as we subscribe to our product, and as we build our business in ONPASSIVE. Think about the numerous businesses that we are going to create for you, for your family, and for friends. Countless number of friends and families that we have helped, but not for ONPASSIVE. That will not have happened. That is revolutionary. And for that, I want to thank our CEO, Mr. Ash, for the discernment to be able to continue to fulfill his vision and his dream. And we are there with him to make sure this dream is fulfilled in our lifetime. The opportunity has come. The opportunity has met us. Let us rise up to it, and we will succeed. That is my own perspective of how revolutionary ONPASSIVE is, and it is something I admire so much. I know my other panelists are going to talk more about the products, so I decided to talk more about the culture, the vision, the people, because all of this are happening within the same vacuum or within the same circle at the same time. And we need each other to succeed. So thank you, and over to you, Madam Moderator.
Thank you, Queen Sister Canada. Wow, as always, we're so honored that you joined us, not just today, but always. And your sharing about how revolutionary ONPASSIVE is just outstanding. I was listening to you go through thanking our CEO, something that we take for granted. And the reason why I say we take for granted what our CEO is that a lot of people have their visions and they never share with us. They know how to get the apples the right way, how to get enrich themselves, how to find something that will enhance their lives, but they never share with us. And we have so many people in similar instances inside the artificial intelligence world, no, inside the information technology world. They don't share it with us. The big companies you hear out there, Google and whatever you call them, you don't share them with anyone. But this is a unique person, Sister Kamla, our CEO. He decided to share with us. That already in itself is revolutionary because he could have hoarded it to himself. He chose not to. That doesn't happen. So this is our era. This is our time.
Yes.
And he just handed it on to us on a golden platter.
Yes.
Isn't that amazing? That you can have your vision, you don't hoard it to yourself, your immediate family, your friends, and your inner circle. You choose to share it globally, and you have sleepless nights. You have all the headaches, the aches and pains that come with being famous and being where he is. That's what he's going through. So we should always be grateful and thankful because
Yes.
such a thing has never happened where you have one person blessing the entire universe. How many countries? Over 200.
Yeah.
I bet you cannot tell me it does not matter which continent you are in. You cannot tell me there is a CEO that exists who can share their dreams nationally with their citizens within the country where they are and resident and are having a legally based business or internationally. There isn't one, not one at all. This is the one and only person who can share his vision, who decides to share his vision. And we are blessed to be part of that. So let's always give thanks to the Almighty for giving us this person. And not just that, but for him to be here and we are reaping the fruit of the labor that he labored and we were his followers for the last 5 years.
Yes.
It is such an honor. I'm not even going to go into the products because if we were not believers, you have to believe in the dream to belong. Because we believed in the dream, that's why we are here, seeing how things have evolved over time. When I look at politicians, the way they talk and talk and talk, but the economists are the ones who actually make things happen, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Queen. Queen Kamla. Our CEO is everything in one, all in one.
Yes.
His dreams, he dreams, he wakes up the following morning and he shares with his followers. You, me, Engineer Mike, Queen
Everyone.
Lystra, and Queen Dr. Benny. All the others, they hoard it. They don't like to share. But this is one person. So uniquely, he has been sharing. If you go back looking at how technology evolved into us being able to write with what? The ink, you dip your pen inside ink and you write. And then it eventually switched into a ball point or whatever, ballpoint pen.
Ballpoint pen.
And then that evolved into other things. And then the typewriters came, different types of typewriters heavy machines. And then a decade later came what? Computers. Oh, no,
Yes.
electric typewriters first, before computers. And the computers were of different sizes. I just looked at a picture of my first computer. It looked like the engine of a car. It's so huge. And I'm thinking, wow,
That's
I think
right.
my computer right now, the one that was giving me so much headache before I had my accidents, I lifted it, it's so light compared to
Yes.
what I saw on the picture. And then I think of all the things we went through, all the different products that existed prior to now. And there were so many of them, numerous of them. I recall being in Lesotho in 2010. No, 2011. No,
Mm-hmm.
this was 2011, but this actually started in 2010. And my neighbor, who is a Ugandan woman, came over and said, "Oh, welcome to this neighborhood. What I want to tell you is don't be calling me using your data. We can text each other using a platform called WhatsApp." And I said, "What?" She says, "Yes, it's called WhatsApp." And I said, "What is
Mm-hmm.
that?" And she opened her phone, and her husband had just had a stroke. And he just sent a message saying that he was still in the hospital, he needed therapy, and she's going back and forth. I said, "Oh my goodness, you're using so much data. Can't we just drive to the hospital?" And she said, "I have a dozen clients waiting. The time to drive to the hospital, it's easier. I talk to him this way, blah blah blah." That was in 2011, but it started in 2010 from what I recall. But I was so adamant telling her, just call, just drive instead of this. In 2013, it was a different ballgame. That was just 2 years later, from 2011 to 2013, 2 years later. And I saw the revolution from that image to something different. And now, here we are. We know where WhatsApp is. We don't
Yes.
even have to talk about it. That's what I would say. ONPASSIVE is a revolutionary product that we have never seen.
Yes.
Because 5 years ago, those who joined, they had nothing. 3 years ago was when I joined. There was absolutely nothing. When I
Mm-hmm.
went to the Go Founders webpage, I was reading this. I said, "Oh, there's so many typos. They don't even have anything." But I attended my first webinar, and our CEO blew my mind. I just sat there all day. I just listened, and he was just going nonstop. And you know who was a clown at that time? The clown of the day. Each time he was having those webinars. One of them, though actually there were two I'll listen, and one of them was Dr. Moody.
Dr. Idris Moody.
Moody, yes, Dr. Moody. He would just call on Dr. Moody and say, "Animate the house." He went non-stop. That man could tell tales. And I wish I had a means to record his talks at the time. Sometimes when I run into my notebooks and I find his sayings, he used to have so many things. Inspirational. He is the best inspirational speaker I have ever met in my life. I listened to his talks. And from that time into where we are now, and Red was the chat monitor. And regardless of what you had in the comments, Red will give you an answer that you would never think will come through to you.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yes.
This
Wow,
is
indeed.
how we have evolved over time
Correct.
to where we are. So, people, let's not underestimate the blessings that we have. Let's count our blessings and name them one by one, because the Almighty those who believe, is multiplying them and has been multiplying them. We did not have O Connect this time last year, but all our webinars now, 1.4 million of us, that's what we use to communicate with one another.
Right.
If anyone is still on Zoom, it's for personal purposes. We have pulled a lot of groups out of Zoom into O Connect. It does not matter whether it has its headaches, you have a cold, if you have a sore throat, if you have a tummy ache because you ate something, whatever, that's O Connect. Yes, I would prefer that to anything otherwise. I'm sorry. I just wanted to share that little bit, just to share with our viewers that ONPASSIVE, as revolutionary as it is, has come a long way.
Boy.
Let us not underestimate it. Let us embrace it with its little flaws, because those flaws are being ironed on a daily basis and we can see it. I use it. I think I attend, Dr. Benny probably attends more webinars than me. We attend a minimum of 3 to 7 webinars every day, and we get all the headaches and whatever in each webinar. You're not doing this, you say that, and then everybody's listening and they fix those things. The next time you go to the next webinar, it's not the same thing. So I just want to say, I'll stay quiet and pass the microphone over to Queen Sister Dr. Benny to share her opinion with us today, this session 102 with Engineer Mike, how revolutionary is ONPASSIVE in her point of view.
Thank you so much, Queen Debbie, for giving me this opportunity. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to my queens and kings all over the globe. I want to thank Brother Engineer Michael for giving us this opportunity to do more and more research. I believe we are in school. No problem. Queen Listra, thank you for going first. Queen Kamla, thank you for coming. I'm happy. Yeah. But I know you guys have spoken a lot. Maybe I don't really have to, right? Because you have done it. But anyway, at this present moment, I want to really, really thank our people. Don't really understand why I thank him every day. I want to thank our Heavenly Father for bringing all of us together. He created you and I in his image. So what he did was he decided to share this opportunity. Actually, I always say that ONPASSIVE is owned by God, but he decided to choose somebody. Remember that we have 8 billion humans on earth, but he chose somebody to take over ONPASSIVE. And this person, he is our visionary. He decided to accept the callings from God. And his name is Mr. Ash Mufare. Mr. Ash Mufare stated that either I do or I die. He is here to correct corruption, eradicate poverty, and to uplift humanity. With the vision that he has, he's expecting all of us to continue with this vision, to go out there and help the humanity. Now, when it comes to this revolution, how revolutionary is ONPASSIVE? A revolution is a radical change in the established order, usually the established government and social institution. Now, we have the revolution in the technological point, a humanitarian point, standpoint, financial standpoint, and the social standpoint. So when it comes to the technological standpoint, according to Kawasaki, revolutionary products don't fail
because they are shipped too early. They fail because they aren't revised fast enough. Well, based upon me, what I think, maybe a lot of people will say it differently. It means that these products, it means that to me that the products or solution should not be rushed. You guys remember how a lot of our brand ambassador, they're pushing our CEO. Oh, why can't we commercialize this? Why can't we? It's because they don't really understand. So we don't have to rush any product until it is being tested into the market. Now, our brand ambassador, founding members or affiliates, most of us, we did beta testing, despite the fact that the real beta testing was being done by our tech brothers and sisters in Hyderabad. Then you have the quality assurance, tested it seriously to make sure that it's working. And if it's working correctly, thumbs up, then our CEO will commercialize it. So we, our brand ambassadors, to make sure that it is being satisfactorily before it is being commercialized. Just to let you guys know that the products or solution has to be tested correctly, right? To make sure that our key features, because when it comes to our O Connect, I believe that we have like 23 features. We want to make sure that everything is correct, right? Before it is being commercialized. Now, this now explain why our visionary Mr. Ash took his time to launch our first product. Now, when it comes to the technological revolution, it is a period in which one or more technologies is replaced by another novel technology in a short amount of time. It is a time to accelerate technological progress characterized by innovation whose rapid application and diffusion typically cause an abrupt change in society. Now, remember I talked about the technological point of view. Now, when it comes to the humanitarian point of view or standpoint, our CEO is utilizing Obless, which is one of our products or solution, to help humanity, which is a beacon of hope. Then you have financial standpoint, which means that you and I will never suffer again, right? Yes, we will never suffer again. And then when it comes to the social standpoint, it means that now that our products have been commercialized, you will take whatever you have. You go out there, socialize yourself, go and help each and everyone. And again, when it comes to the humanitarian standpoint, with this Obless, we do understand that there are a lot of underprivileged children, orphanage, widowers, homelessness in different parts of the world that need serious help. Obless is going to bless each and every individual. Now, being a revolutionary standpoint, remember we do have a train station, train number 29. Come on now. This is a startup company. We have that. Again, Burj Khalifa, or should I say Dubai, has the tallest building in the world. And our company has 2 floors, floor 134 and floor 151. Now, our products again, we have viable and legitimate products. Now, when I talked about the viability, it means that the products or solutions are necessary all over the globe. And our products, again, we have organic products, which means that the products are being built from scratch. Again, guess what? We have what? Data center. Come on now. This is a startup company with a data center. Again, we have 1.4 million plus brand ambassadors. We have more and more. Having an ecosystem. Within that ecosystem, it comprises of what? All our solutions. You have our O Connect. I know that Queen Listra already listed all the products. So I will cut it short. Just to let you guys know that OnPassive will always be the best company in the world. Dear founding members, brand ambassadors, affiliates around the globe, OnPassive has launched with a massive disruptive revolution in the market. And with that, all our founding members will be shocked to see the passive solution in our wallet. Guess what? I want to take this moment to thank our CEO, our visionary, for everything that he has done. His tech team, the dream team, I want to thank his entire family. Again, Brother Kamal, Brother Nazel, Professor Susan, and the O Media teams. Again, our brand ambassadors, those who decided to stay. I love you all. My name is Dr. Benny Insinglet, and I am your friend. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Dr. Benny Intinglet is not just our friend, but he is the First Lady of ONPASSIVE. She got married to ONPASSIVE on March 30th, 2022. So she celebrated her first anniversary. So thank you, Queen Sister Dr. Benny. Wow. Yes. You did not only thank our CEO and the Dream Team, you also thank the Almighty who created each and every one of us, regardless of what we believe in our respective lives in terms of faith, because we have atheists and whatever group we belong to, somebody believes in something. If you don't believe in it, there's nothing wrong with that. That's a matter of choice. It's not something you're born with. We grow up with what society molds us into believing or practicing. And you did say something about how revolutionary you think ONPASSIVE is, in your opinion, and the financial aspect, the social aspect, the financial aspect, we already are benefiting from it. Whether we believe it or not, yes, we are already benefiting from it. The social aspect, we definitely have benefited a lot from it. Like all the people I see making comments on the chat are people that we have been seeing for a very long time. Chatting here since last year that we started. I remember it was last year. Yes, from last year until now, the people I see commenting, they have always been there. So they are in our inner circle, our social lives. Because each time you hear a name, you remember, oh yes, I see that person commenting on Engineer Mike Life. So we've benefited from that socially. And the humanitarian aspect of it, yes. Some of us are already benefiting by planning on how to do it, what to do, and how to go about it while it's in progress. And I know, Dr. Benny, your heart is somewhere. You already have it listed. Sister Listra has hers, Queen Kamla has hers, Engineer Mike has his, and a team of others. They know what they would like to do for the human being, for the community and societies nationally, regionally, and internationally to resolve all the issues that they're facing. But through this revolutionary company in which we are, isn't that's just outstanding? Because you cannot have a company that will come in 5 years later and they're giving us all these options. And I can bet you, if by this time next year, God gives all of us life, if we had, each and every one of us has issues, and I reach out and say, Engineer Mike, I have a problem here. My water project is no longer working because I don't have sufficient funds. Can you please support me? I got that social connection through ONPASSIVE. I got to build that relationship through ONPASSIVE. And I got the income through OBLESS and all the products to be able to build that connection. So let us think about the future, not today. Because when you have that one fish and you eat it today, you forget about the rest. But we have been trained how to fish. We are training on a daily basis from one webinar to another, how to navigate our way through. That's how to fish. When the fish starts coming, it's going to be non-stop. So our patience should be endless. Thank you all so much for your listening ears. Thank you so much for bearing with us when we go ranting. And at this point, I'm going to call on our brother to share with us. He's always challenging us. This session 102. He is going to come with something that has nothing to do with what anyone from the panelists has talked about. And please pay attention. Thank you so much. Over to you, Engineer Mike.
Are you that confident that I'm gonna mess up today?
No, you're just going to blow our minds. You're not going to mess up. You've never messed up, and we don't count on you ever messing up. You're the creme de la creme.
Okay, thank you. Welcome everybody. I just want to thank all our great panelists who have spoken before me. Listra, she's always coming up with her research. Everybody is researching big time. Mama Kangla just went on and brought us towards the social aspect and the social corporate responsibilities of ONPASSIVE, which is something that is mind-blowing, is something that is the big culture of ONPASSIVE that has started so many years ago. And our CEO is still keeping it up. He tells us that we are stacking the cool. And I want to thank Dr. Benny too for our own perspective, and you, our able moderator for tonight, for highlighting those points that our panelists are always bringing up. Excuse me. Just to go the way revolutionary, we know what that term means, right? Dr. Benny has always defined it for us. She did again today to tell us what that is all about. If you look at ONPASSIVE, we are emerging to the world. Okay, we are emerging to the world in this time of great recession. That alone itself is revolutionary, right? Now, if you go and take our business model, which is defined by our 5 words I always say every day, is defined by our tools, defined by our targeted traffic, defined by our cost, defined by our automation, and also defined by the last one, which is our revenue, the revenue in the system, right? All of these 5 words I always take it to explain or to summarize our business model in ONPASSIVE. That alone is something that has never ever happened, right? It has never happened with the kind of, no company will come and tell you that they will give you targeted traffic. No, they don't. You know why? Because they want, we are that 3% that we always fail. They are the mighty. They have the means and the ways what they do to be squeezing up all the money that we go put in all those schemes, they call them, right? Now, if you look at it this way and you see our CEO comes out and tells us that we're going to flip the pyramid. If you people remember, a pyramid has a very skinny edge and it has a broad base. But our CEO, with his own business model, is telling us that he got to flip the pyramid. What does that mean? The broad end is supposed to be up now, and the smaller, skinny one be on the bottom. So, which basically means that everybody that is in this system or is doing business with us will be that successful in what they're going to do. No startup company has ever come one day and start telling you that, hey, if you join me, I will bring you targeted traffic. I will give you this plus, 100,000, how many plus tools. No startup company will come and tell you that I have brought in data scientists, I've brought in inventors who will be inventing for you. No startup company will tell you that I have data, I have innovative labs. No startup company will be starting up with so many data centers. No startup company will ever have their own servers for their data. We have this system that our CEO has built for us. He calls it our OES, or our ecosystem. Most other systems are failing because they cannot speak to each other. If you look at you, now you go to work, you have a system that you go and clock in. You clock in another system. While you're doing your notes, you do it in another system. While you want to enter your time physically, you have to go to another system. Where you will get your salary, it's another system. But our CEO with his tech team are bringing us integration. The word is API, application programmable interface, that allows all the systems to speak to each other. They are integrated. Our revolutionary project, our revolutionary platform, our revolutionary product and solution, which is called OConnect, which is our audiovisual own video conferencing tool that has never been seen in this world before, is integrated in so many other products and will be integrated in so many other products. Will bring so many other solutions. For instance, it will be in OPA. OPA will be our own communication system. Company-wise, worldwide, everybody, OPA is coming. It will also be integrated inside Wkly for learning. Wkly. OConnect will be inside Wkly for learning. OConnect will also be integrated inside OStaff. OConnect will also be integrated inside ODesk, where will OConnect not be integrated into? So, and our CEO told us, he said, all our solutions, all our products is 80% done to have them on mobile app, no matter anytime that we want to get them. So that is the kind of work that he has it. Do you want to be part of a business that a CEO will come up and tell you that I will have an ONPASSIVE school. What would that school be? That a CEO will come up and tell you that I will have an ONPASSIVE school. Okay. Now, what will the ONPASSIVE school be doing? The ONPASSIVE school, we have our, like every product that he is building, they'll have a write-up about that product. Remember, he told us that even he is not here today, ONPASSIVE will continue. So it is a massive project that it will have its own ONPASSIVE school. We have that how do you call it? That is kind of like a library that will contain all the written notes on all the products. That even if nobody is there, somebody can read it and do step by step and arrive at a conclusion. Do you want to be part of that startup company that has an innovative lab? That everything that is invented, everything, they need to test it before they go to the market. Revolutionary. That's a big word. Do you want to join a company that has not even made money into the market, but its corporate social responsibility or social corporate responsibilities are it is so much in it? You know what that means? Most companies, okay, before they go to their social corporate responsibility, what do they do? The social corporate responsibility, what does that mean? It's just a relationship to a company with its surrounding environment, with where it is located, its location, right? For instance, some companies, when they make some money, if they're oil and gas companies, they decide to tar roads, create roads to, give small amenities, hospitals, and schools to the local communities. We, ONPASSIVE, we have not been into the market yet, but our CEO is still taking care of his corporate social responsibilities. Which are those? If you people remember, on the 30th of March, 2022, when ONPASSIVE was launched, the marketing campaign started on the Burj Khalifa. We had the laser display on the Burj Khalifa. He showed us all blessed in action in India. They were already distributing, workers were distributing foodstuff to the needy. Bags of rice, vegetable oil in gallons, containers. They were sharing flowers to everybody. Our CEO again takes into his own hands, and he was helping the people, communities in India who are already working on humanitarian purposes. The hospitals, some doctors that were undertaking some special care for the seniors. He also gave in cash to the policing community of India, of Hyderabad. Corporate social responsibility of a startup company that has not yet made money. Because every other company, they make money before they start thinking of that. The recent earthquake that struck Turkey and Syria, he made a donation of 1 million dirham, 1 million dirham. That's a lot of money. And we saw how workers were packaging the stuff to send out to the affected people. He told them that help is coming. Revolutionary company. Our marketing campaign. Is that what you want to talk about? It is all over the globe. We've seen it. What do you want to say? He says we are stacking the cool. So ONPASSIVE is revolutionary. Our able moderator, I am done. I don't want to continue ranting again. I'm done for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Mike. I will start by saying we don't know how you come up with these topics, and they're so unique. That's why I was trying to figure out whether we're in phase one or kindergarten or preschool or college. But the way you analyze things, it gives us more sense than when we take it and we do our research in our unique ways. Thank you. We are so honored and blessed to have you as our king, because if we had more than you, we'll have so many opinions. But just having you, you are our teacher. We're learning from you and listening to you analyze your view of the revolutionary aspect of ONPASSIVE is just awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I want to thank Sister Listra. You're so unique, the way you do your things, the way you analyze whatever our teacher has for us. And Queen Canela, I know you just joined us a couple of, whatever it's irrelevant, the way you say it and what you did tonight. When I saw you, I said, wow, she has a vision. We are ready for share with us. Thank you. And Queen Dr. Benny, your dictionary, not just a dictionary of explaining what the word revolutionary means, but also thanking our creator, and everything you said is just outstanding. Then our brother sums everything up. And then our viewers have their opinions. Those that they share with us are those they keep within themselves, and those that will listen in the future and analyze it and come up, and who knows, in Academy in the future, they might be listening to all of this and ask students, what do you think this person meant when they said this at that time, right? It could happen. We never know. But for now, we're just saying what we know. And if you permit me, I will say every panelist has been an outstanding contribution, have made a very outstanding contribution to this session 102. And we thank our awesome viewers live and those either on Facebook or YouTube now and in the future. And we look forward to seeing you again every Monday and every Friday on this platform. And thank you, Engineer Mike. So we are in it to win it. We are in it to win it. Right?
We are in it
are
to
so
win it.
in it to win it.
To win it. Awesome.
In it to win it.
We're in it to win it.
Yep.
We
So
are
we
in it
need